Calm down. Calm down.
No, you don't
calm
tell
down.
me to calm down.
Oh, excuse me?
You're my place of business.
I'm not an inmate. You can't treat me that way.
I don't-
Just calm down. This is a public facility. I'm in a public area.
They want you to leave, and they want you trespassed.
So what crime did I commit?
We need you to leave.
What crime did I commit?
We need you to leave.
For what crime? Welcome back, Liberty Trollers. We're at the State of Florida Department of Juvenile Justice here in Brevard County, Florida. Here to make sure that our public servants and government officials treat we the people with respect and above all recognize and honor our rights. This is a public area. They do have visitor parking straight ahead and then also a lobby. I'm not sure if you have to be buzzed in or not, but we'll find out. We're here to get a public records request and just take a look around. Let's see if we can exercise our rights peacefully and unmolested. Don't forget to check out the Liberty Troll shop, www.libertytroll.com. There's a few items in there, a few t-shirts to choose from. If you want to support the channel and get something back in return, I highly recommend it. Or you can just go to the video description. You can support the channel through GoFundMe, GiveSendGo, Cash App, and so on. It keeps my boots on the ground and certainly will help with other inevitable expenses you can expect to arise out of this activism. It certainly goes a long way, so thank you guys for your help so far. I really appreciate it. And they're telling us that they're surveilling us in these premises. Attention visitors, this is a secure detention facility for delinquent youth. Only persons with legitimate business are permitted on the grounds or inside the facility. That includes authorized visitors to youth in the facility, authorized vendors, attorneys seeing clients, persons authorized by statute 985.6885 Florida statutes, and persons making a public record request. Well, that's one of the reasons why we're here. It says photography is not allowed on the grounds or inside the facility. And there's no law cited for that one. So that would just be some wishful thinking there. It says, do not bring any personal items into this facility. This includes purses, wallets, beepers, cell phones, etc. Please leave all personal items locked in your vehicle. If they are brought into the center, you will have to return them to your vehicle. Please ring the buzzer for access to this facility.
What?
Public records request, please. Hey, good morning. It's still morning, right? I just need to submit a public records request. It's going to be first, last names, titles, and I need to know like how many inmates you guys have and how many beds there are, just so I can, because I know there's a lot of kind of more inmates a lot of times than beds. So that's one of the things I'm looking into.
Oh, where are you from?
I'm from here.
You know we got juveniles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Sure. I really don't like cell phones. It says no cell phone, pretend like it's 1995. So they're doing it in the name of respect, but it's disrespectful to tell members of the public to leave their rights at the door. We have a right to come in here in this area. There's some public restrooms.
Miss Hardy? 1 second here, please.
How's your day going?
Good.
Good.
That video camera not on, right? That's not on, right?
It is, yeah, it's on.
No, you can't video without permission. This
Why is that?
Juvenile detention.
Why is that? I saw the sign out there.
No.
I'm not sure why it says that.
Yes, because it's in juvenile detention. You can't video. Turn that off.
I'm not sure why that. Hey, how's it going? Good. How you doing? Can I help you?
Huh?
Can I help you with something, or
Oh, no.
are you here to see me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is he helping me with the public records? Oh, okay.
He's videoing, Hardy.
Okay. Are you able to help me with the public records request?
Yes, 1 second.
All right, appreciate you.
Let's see you there. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I'm guessing this is where they have people sign in. I was to come in here with a notepad and a pen, or I could just use their pen right here. And I could write down all this information right here. They have signage over here for visitors to look at. So if you're visiting, they post this over here so they understand that you can walk over here to read it. But some signs are actually not supposed to be like that one right there.
Excuse me, could you come back down here to the lobby area, please?
I will, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
You can come now.
I'm sorry?
You can come now to the lobby
Why is that?
because this is our secure hallway. You can't be down this hallway.
Oh, there's public information right here. I was taking a look at
I
it.
understand, but could you please come back down to the lobby or you can go ahead and leave?
Why would you have public information here if we
Sir,
can't look
could
at
you
it?
please come here to the lobby?
Can you just
or
calm
you can
down?
go ahead
Calm
and
down.
leave. No, you don't
Calm
tell
down.
me to calm down.
Oh, excuse
You're
me?
my place of business.
I'm not an inmate. You can't treat me that way.
We don't have inmates here. So
Juveniles. I'm not a juvenile, so you
Oh,
can't treat me that
you're
way.
fine, but I need you to go back
I'm
to
a
the
member of the
lobby.
public. You need to watch yourself.
Thank
Watch
you.
your attitude.
Sure.
No, I'm just reading what's up here on the billboard.
Okay. You helped in the front already?
Oh yeah, I'm waiting on somebody to get my
okay, cool.
public records. Thank you.
Cool, man.
Hey, how's it going?
Rising's office? All right, cool.
Who's that young lady's name, by the way?
Who's that?
She's wearing the uniform. She's a black lady. She just walked in that door.
Oh, I
over
have
there,
no
right?
idea.
She's getting an education, I'm sure.
Hey, sir, how you doing?
Good.
So this will help you with everything you need. This is our protocol for public records requests.
I'm gonna do it verbally with you guys in person since I'm already here, and then you guys just write it down for me, submit it on my behalf. Under the Florida Statute, Chapter 119.
You would just have to contact right here.
That's one way to do it. Are you familiar with Florida Statute, Chapter 119, sir?
I'm not.
You can do it in person. It's one of the 3 ways you can do it. So if a member of the public comes in and say they want to give it verbally, or they can write it down, whatever they feel like doing. It's supposed to be for our convenience, not for y'all's convenience.
All right, give
But,
me 1 second.
Yeah,
Let me check.
it's just
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 items. It'll take
Yeah.
like 5 seconds.
All right, 1 second.
All right, man. Thank you.
I don't sure. What were the questions you had?
All right, it's going to be, and I'll give you my email at the end of this so you have the email to send it to. It's going to be first, last names of all employees here at this facility, their job titles, and their salaries. And what was the young lady's name, black lady in there?
I'll get back to you on that. First and last names of all employees,
Yeah,
salaries.
salaries. And for the 4th item, I want that young black lady's name, her first, last name, specifically, like by itself, so I can identify her.
I'm sorry, what?
So I can identify her, so she's
Okay.
separate from the rest of it. And then also, and you don't know who she is?
Oh, I do know she is. but
It's
I'll
okay.
get back to you. Yeah.
So there's something called an undue delay.
Mhm.
It's a legal term you should
Mhm.
probably be familiar with when doing public records. So if you guys have the information now, like that, if
Yeah.
it's just somebody's name and you don't give it, you're creating what's called an undue delay.
Okay.
Because now I have to wait 10 days or whatever to get that information. You know
No,
what I
you
mean?
can wait as soon as I give it to you.
Well, the public records it takes a little bit of time for me to pull the report.
All right. So first, last name of all employees, their salaries, her first
And last name, yes, sir. And then for the email,
Yeah.
it's going to be Liberty, Liberty,
Mhm.
Troll, TROLL,
Mhm.
dot LLC
Mhm.
at gmail.com.
Hold on a second, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Mhm.
Could I get your name? Crickets. Yeah, she got educated, guys. Don't tell me to leave again. You're dismissed. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, sir.
You guys here for me?
There's no recording in the
so.
facility.
Is that a law?
It's a policy for the, we need you to leave, they want you to leave.
Well, this is a public. What's your names and badge numbers, first of all?
Deputy County 5149.
Thank you, sir. What's your name, ma'am?
Deputy Ortiz,
And your badge number?
1179.
Okay, so everyone just calm down. This is a public facility. I'm in a public area. I'm engaged in constitutionally protected activity. I'm going to warn you right now. If you interfere with that, you'll be held liable for that. Okay? You'll lose your qualified immunity. I promise you that.
So,
So they're saying you're trying to request records. Is that true?
I'm still waiting on that. Yeah.
Still waiting on that?
Mhm.
Okay. Did they explain their policy on how they can give you the records and stuff like that?
Nobody explained it. I mean, there was one lady who said, "I don't think you're supposed to be recording in here, so why would you say that?" And then she walked away and got somebody else, and somebody's been
the sign on the door says no cell phones.
right.
So you're violating policy of the building right
So
now,
if the
of
sign
security
if
for the
the
building.
sign said
So
no,
we need to leave, we'll have a
listen,
discussion
listen.
outside, no.
If the sign said no,
They-
listen.
Go ahead and get the
listen.
trespass warning signed, okay?
If it said no blue shirts, would you
We need you
enforce?
to exit the facility.
No, I'm not going to enter the. I'm not going to exit
Okay.
on my own accord. If you threaten me with arrest,
Or if you're gonna have to come over here.
if you threaten me with arrest, I will leave.
You are, because they want you to leave and they want you trespassed.
So what crime did I commit?
We need you to leave.
What crime did I commit?
We need you to leave.
For what crime?
We need you to leave.
You need to
Because they've
have
asked-
reasonable
You're
articulate.
you're
You have to
recording? No, I
have
don't.
reasonable
I'm not gonna-
articulate.
I'm not
Yes,
gonna debate
ma'am.
this with you right
Ma'am.
now.
Yes, you are. You
No.
work for me. You're a public servant. You work for me. Listen to me.
You are
need-
now being trespassed
you
from
need-
this facility. If you do
Who's
not leave this
trespass-
facility.
who's trespassing me?
The management of the facility is
I need to see
asking
the
us to
paper.
remove you from the facility.
Okay, who is?
Right? You want them trespassed, right?
Stand by, we're on the phone with.
Are you trespassing me, sir?
No, I'm not. I just said stand by.
Oh,
for a
your
few
staff
minutes.
worker said they want them trespassed.
Okay, hold on.
They don't have authority to
Right,
trespass.
so you want him okay to record? All right.
Hold on.
This is a lawful activity in public. You need to learn the difference between public and private.
This is private.
Learn your place. Stay in your lane.
Hey,
I appreciate you being cordial.
What's your name, man?
I'm Zach.
Zach?
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, man. What's your last name?
I'm not going to give any last name or personal information. Respectfully.
What time did you get here?
I've been here for about, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes inside, I
Yeah.
guess. Just waiting on the public records request. I'm going to tell them to make a copy of it for me so I can have my receipt.
Okay.
So I'm a journalist. I'm independent. I'm gathering content.
I was talking to them, and they said that the records request has to be, like, they had a sheet of...
Yeah, so I have the sheet
all right,
right
let me
here.
call you back.
Yeah, I already explained to them what.
So,
Go ahead.
what are you
explain.
asking for again?
It's going to be, I'm submitting a public records request under
Okay.
Florida statute, chapter 119, like I explained to you.
Yeah.
So there's a few ways to do that. One way is to do it in person, right?
Okay.
So I just give it to you verbally, right? Or I can write it down, whichever I feel like doing, whatever's more convenient for the member of the public, right? And then
Okay.
basically you write it down and you submit it to the designee. And then once the designee receives it, then it's their job to actually retrieve the items for me to receive it by email, which I gave you my email, so you have that. So all I need now, you still have that copy, sir, that I gave you? The piece of paper that you wrote down?
No, yeah, I got the information.
Okay. If you can make a copy of that, sign it and date it.
What, this?
Yeah, sign it and date it with your name and today's date, or an official stamp for the property. And then give me a copy and I'll be all set there. So
Hey, point that camera that way, please.
I'm not gonna point the camera away. You're in public. You're not gonna boss me around.
So,
Well, you should know by now.
the employees' names and salaries, everything's online. Florida has a right to know. So all that's online.
Okay, but that doesn't negate everything I just said about Florida statute chapter 119.
Well, I'm just letting you know. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
I
something you were
know
asking
the
for.
different ways to do it, right?
Okay.
But I'm here in person. I want to do it here now. It's meant to be convenient for members of the public, not for public servants.
Okay. So you just want a copy of the paper? That's it?
Yeah, sign it, date it, or if you don't want to sign it and date it, put. You have official stamp for the juvenile center here.
No.
Okay, just sign it, date it, and then make me a copy, and I'll be all set there on the public records request. Appreciate it. So again, like I was explaining to the young lady there, this is a public building. We're in a publicly accessible area. So wherever the public has a right to be, the press has a right to be. And record. Recording is a protected activity under the First Amendment. And I'm terrible with names. I'm sorry. What's the young officer? The other officer's name? Miss what?
Ortiz.
Ortiz. Okay. Thank you.
Well, he's on D2, MP.
So are you both deputy sheriffs?
He works for GDC.
No, I mean you and the other one, Miss Ortiz. You guys are deputy sheriffs. You're from the Orange County Sheriff's Office, or Brevard County. Excuse me. Now, before you guys go any further, I'd like to request to speak to a supervisor with the sheriff's office. Okay, thank you. Is it a sergeant?
It's corporal.
Corporal. Appreciate it.
Hey, Doug. Be the one that wants him trespassed.
Yeah, no,
hold off on that.
no.
Good. How you doing? Can I get your name and badge number, sir?
Sure, I just don't want to crowd you in the hallway. Is it good if I give it from you here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Closer, perfect. Deputy Hull, Hull, like the bottom of a boat.
Okay.
Junior, ID 4811-4811.
Thank you. Appreciate your professionalism. So what's going on here is I'm in a publicly accessible area. I'll just explain to you what I explained to them. This is a public building, so the rules are, the law is different as it pertains to a private establishment. So in public, you have a right to record wherever you have a right to be. It's a constitutionally protected activity. So I warned them, I'm going to warn you, if anybody interferes with my protected activity under the First Amendment, qualified immunities will be lost. I'll see everyone in court, and it's a big civil lawsuit. So there is, I can actually personally sue anybody who violates my rights.
By you, Bubba. I don't want
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
You got it.
Perfect.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Now we'll get the body cam.
This is kind of a tight hallway though.
It is a tight hallway.
You want to go from the lobby? Or?
If it gets, yeah, it's fine. I'll sit with you out here. That's fine.
Our staff are about to start breaks, so it's gonna get a little.
It is getting a little crowded in there. All this law enforcement for a guy with a camera, right? Who was it that wanted me trespassed, by the way, who works here? Because they can't trespass unless
Yeah, I
somebody
have
here
no idea.
says they want to
Yeah,
prosecute. So, yeah.
So that's the information you had asked for.
Yes, sir.
My name is Captain Miguel Rios.
Thank you, sir. And you made a copy of that, so you guys have that.
Yeah, I
sent
got the
off.
original copy, yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right.
That's awesome. Appreciate your help.
Appreciate it, man.
Is that it?
Captain, right?
Yes.
All right, Captain. Appreciate you. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
I'm not going to be too much long. I'm going to wait for them to see what they say, and then I'll be out of here. All right. Appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, we're all set. We're good.
Yeah, they're leaving.
All right. Thank you.
Is that it?
Almost. Yeah. As soon as they leave, I'm out of here.
All right.
Anybody? Are you willing to say any comment on like working here at all? Do you like working here? Do you guys like have any complaints at all, or anything about number of beds versus how many juvies you guys have in the facility? Do you guys have enough beds for the juvies you feel like and everything they need
Yes.
here?
Yes.
Great. That's good to know. I actually forgot to put that on my public records, but it's okay. Did I ask for that? I can't remember. Did I
No.
ask? Oh, okay.
But
Well,
you
I
got-
can
you
do
got
it later.
it.
I can do that. I can add to it later online. That's fine. How you doing? All right. I'll be out of here as soon as they're out of here. Thank you, guys. All right. All right, that one female cop, Miss Ortiz, definitely wanted to have me arrested and see me behind bars. The other two officers were just kind of figuring it out, not wanting to say much, which was smart. But in the end, freedom wins. All right, guys, we're just now leaving the state of Florida Department of Juvenile Justice here in Brevard County, Florida. There was an attempt to violate our rights, but as you just witnessed, I don't need to go through it. We did have Miss Ortiz, the only female officer, wanted us behind bars, and obviously she spoke to somebody, probably the corporal or one of her higher ups, and was told, you know, if he's gonna leave after the public records request, just don't make it an issue and let him do his thing. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But this just goes to show that when we don't do these audits enough, these places tend to think that these are their personal fortresses where they can boss people around. You saw how that young black correctional officer, I believe she was a correctional officer anyway, told us that we need to leave right now. She was trying to order me around like some child, like one of the juveniles here. And I told her she's not going to treat me that way. She needs to adjust her attitude, and we're not going to, that's unacceptable behavior towards the public. But as you saw, she went back into that office, and I believe it was Captain Rios, where the other gentleman educated her and told her to stop trying to escalate the situation. It's probably along the lines of what she was told, because when she made an appearance the other couple times where we were around her presence, she shut right the heck up. So she didn't have anything to say, and we dismissed her. So hopefully she gets an attitude adjustment and doesn't try to boss people around for lawful activity. One of my other complaints here about this audit is that no one wanted to give me that young lady's name who tried to boss us around and tell us that we had to leave right now. I believe she was a correctional officer. She was extremely rude and was willing to escalate the situation until she stormed off and got educated. Nobody was willing to give me her first last name, not even a first name, so that was concerning. That's unprofessional. They created what's called an undue delay when I was asking for that information now that they can easily get that without me having to put that on a public records request and wait however many days it's going to take to get those items fulfilled and sent back to me. So that's a complaint I have about this. Also, of course, the attitudes I received from all females pretty much that we ran into had an attitude. All the guys tended to be more professional, a little bit more, respectful, cordial, quiet. But the women in here were wanting to give me all kinds of orders, telling me that I can't do this, can't do that. That's kind of a trend I'm seeing in these audits. But at any rate, definitely a fail at the end of the day. I would have given the Brevard County Sheriff's Office a pass if it wasn't for that female officer who was trying to give me unlawful directives and trying to make me feel like I was about to be arrested if I didn't leave. I think she actually did kind of give me a threat of arrest. I'll have to go back and look at the footage. Anyway, they did end up leaving me in this public facility without violating my rights. Again, it's definitely going to be a fail. Hopefully next time they do better, we will be revisiting here in the future. As usual, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Liberty Troll, out.